Yes. Very true. What do we want? Well, Vanadine. Keep the Purify. Maybe not 2 archers, and well, definitely not 2 tricksters. 2 sappers might be useful. Right, I go first. And we're going to start with scenario. Well, it's an Ogre's again. Do all yourself. So just ignore what they're doing. The clear favored opener. I mean, again, I don't have heist here. So it's not as good as the last time. Like, I could do damage to it, but it's fine. Let's just play Vanadine now. And we're going to push back. Oh, we could have used him to push back the other Waylay that comes out as well. Well, we haven't done that. And we don't need the sappers just yet. Yeah, if we had played a different one and then played him. Okay, so this guy again. Now if I use Trickster now, he doesn't have Might, which maybe he cares about. Anything else I should be doing? No?
Oh, dear.
And whenever your opponent, so I guess we'll just go with this guy.
If I'm to die, I'll do so sword in hand.
And then I don't know what the next play is. Who is he playing now? Goliath. Your opponent summons the highest power unit from their deck to the opposite row. Angus. I mean, I wouldn't really want that because I won't be able to replay him a lot. So I was thinking, you know, I could just kill him, but let's not do that. I mean, locking him is stupid. Passing is stupid. I guess I just play the archer. There's not much else I can play. So if I play the archer on the top, I can kill their thing. It's fine. We won't do it this turn. Maybe next turn we'll do it. Or not. I had one chance there. I mean, I reckon it's just a pass. I'm ahead. It forces them to play a card because none of these are going to do anything. We've played a medium length round. We don't have anything decent left that we want to play. Yeah. And so they can play one of their worst cards, but boost self by 2 for each allied unit with 10 or more power. Interesting. I say their weakest unit is actually pretty good. 12 points for a 6 provision card. But then they would have been better using that in a later round when it mattered more. Okay. So there is one in the deck for her to use. So I guess we'll keep her for now. Again, no heist. There's the heist. So we want to keep... No, let's push those back. Now, I don't know how long they're intending to play for, but we're pretty much forced to playing as long as we need to. So we should thrive to. I'm not really worried about that. We should go with the heist. You lost. Smiley face. I lost because of round 1 or because it's round 2? Or because I'm still trying to do setup? At the end of your turn, boost self by 1. Well, you don't have that just yet. Oh yeah, I can't actually do that yet, can I? I mean, I could have both. Okay. Well, as long as we know why. Just all the reasons is why I'm losing. I can't get rid of either of one of those. It's fine. I suppose playing Angus first makes more sense than the cargo. Because you get Angus out first, and then the next turn you play cargo against it. Just about to start making a setup in round 1 against Ogroids while it's not you who winning. I mean, I had some setup there, but I didn't have all the cards ready to continue it, did I? Okay, what did they play? Boost an allied unit by 10. Might. When you play an Ogroid, play self from your graveyard and gain Doomed. Okay. That's a very powerful card. I mean, I don't have Might yet, but are they going to have it soon? Yeah, well, when they do have it. Anyway, we're replaying this. And Purify. I mean, I still want to get rid of that.
For your best!
You just don't know why not to play the Waylays in round 1. Is it that important? Well, the idea is Simless. Did I have Simless? Maybe. Yeah, put them back into the deck. Use them later. How many do I have in here? 1. So, you know, if I do this all correctly, then I will have a decent amount of damage to do. Now. Do I want to stop? If as soon as they play an Ogroid, they get a 10-point boost. So maybe I get rid of this thing. I mean, that's just a temporary fix, maybe. They have worse things coming, right? So...
War criminal. That's what they called me.
Or... I don't know. Bad move. Good luck in making it correctly, or rather making it at all. I think it's fine. We're trying to play well. There you go. They did it easily anyway. And they clashed. Fair enough. It's a good thing I didn't purify it then. As if he's going to let you go in round 3. Well, I know this is... I'm not saying we're not going to play Simless in this round. I'm just saying... it's better to play it all together, if possible. We hadn't played some of the things that we wanted to. What do we want to do? At the end of your turn, while in hand, gain armor. That's fine. Let's go with Alyssa.
Death would be a mercy you do not deserve.
I mean, we're a long way off. I would agree with that. We replayed Angus twice, so all Deadeyes have 5. I mean, the Ogroid stack just has a load of high point cards. I don't know, if I was him, I'd think about passing right about now, but clearly not. Boost all lowest power units you control by 1. I can't lock it. I could purify it. If I replayed that, I could do that as well. But even if I do that, I'd never need to lock it. So yes. So let's replay you. Purify an allied unit if you control an elf. So I need an elf first. That's annoying. Well, let's do this then. And now he passes. Is this a jam I can get out of? I'll come back to what you're saying in a second, Simon. Just because I'm trying to do maths, and maths is always difficult. So 5 times, well that's 6, 30, plus the damage. I think I have it just by using Simless, right? And I can even use the cargo on the bandit. If I don't. So, let's go with that.
Act your age. At 2 centuries, you behave like you were barely 1.
We'll get rid of this first.
Racists. If I'm to die, I'll do so sword in hand.
Yeah, it's plenty enough. So you're just saying, playing Waylays in round 1 is always right. You can send one Waylay, could have 2, milking him of his good cards, and then Windows just using Heatwave was the way to win. Yeah. I would say you're making some good points there. I don't know if it's... Yeah, using one Waylay isn't always bad, especially when you've got several in the bank. I take this on board. Thank you. The question is, what do I do now? What cards do we even have that could make... So we want Vernie out. She can bring a lot of value. So, not you. Not you. Well, that's not Vernie, is it? And you said that I wouldn't win. Ye of little faith. You have to remember that at this rank, people forget... I mean, that's weird. Don't we play round 2? Anyway, at this rank, people just give up because they, I don't know, have to go eat dinner or something. Who knows? All I know is that a victory is a victory. How can you forget to pay for your internet? Yeah. It didn't say they disconnected, though. Win 10 rank matches during July season. We have got 9 reward points. So yeah, well, what we said, and I want everyone to help. If you're in chat and you think you can solve this problem, the last 3 games, what I have wanted at some point or another is a different card. And the card which I can afford and which I do not own currently is this one. So how I could get this, if I could craft it for 800, that's all my scraps pretty much. And I could stick it in there, here, as my 3rd highest provision card. But what do I need to get rid of? Do I give up on Heatwave? Do I say goodbye to Alyssa? Do I... And even... if I give up both of those, that's 18 points. Yeah, then I would have this in a 5-point card or something. Ida is very useful because she has Purify, but maybe I replace her with something... There's a Pella, right? I don't have one of those. That's only 4 provision. So I could put a Pella in instead of Ida, although Ida does give choice. And using your leader is a good play because you were just lost a mulligan on Dryad and risked a draw, another one. Yes, definitely playing it as early as possible. I guess with that leader, I find that I want to kill something because that's the way it draws out the units in my deck. And I had the opportunity, I just ran out of time. I thought I wasn't going to make it, so. Archers, Ida, Kieran. So you're saying get rid of the archers, get rid of Ida, get rid of Kieran. I mean, Kieran's the lock, but change it to 4-point or something. And I would just not have enough to get a Pella, but I could maybe wing it by getting some ores and scrapping something somewhere else. But the archers are useful, aren't they? Because they are providing with Elven Deadeyes, but I suppose they're 5 points. Are we just saying that Heatwave is really, really important? And that Alyssa is also important? Show me all your 4P. Because what do we have? I mean, we're not really using backup plan. Yeah, provision. It probably would confuses me sometimes, because in the UK, when you say 4p, that's like 4 pence. You know, the smaller unit of currency, like a euro and a cent. It's a pound and a pence. Anyway, so the backup plans, I don't know how useful they are, because I'm not really using them, so I could get rid of those and just get to other units. Some, 4 provision units. When an allied trap is triggered, no. I mean, preferably Skytel, but it doesn't have to be. Another bowman, another swordmaster. So one of those and one of those. And to get rid of the backup plans. What you were saying. Because I think keep the archers and get rid of the backup plans, personally. I don't know. Oh, the star means it's a special. Because it doesn't have a power cost, power for the being on the board, because it doesn't actually stay on the board. So I would do that. Take those out. Replace. You need 13p in to drop 3 cards. Yeah, so at the moment we have... Well, we've kind of evened up there. So next would be Ida, replacing it with a Pella. Or another thing that does Purify, but... Oh, I'm only looking at 4 points. We could get Dryad's Caress for free. But I wouldn't have Vitality, so it's a bit wasted. You don't need more of this. Well, I was going to say to get rid of Ida. Because Ida is providing Purify, but an expensive Purify, really. Well, 6 points and a Purify. I suppose it's maybe good value. Just some elves or a squirrel. So, I mean, the lock has been useful. I don't know. But okay, fine. If we get rid of Ida. And... Well, I also don't have a squirrel, do I? Do I have one? Maybe I do have one. So I could put a squirrel in there. Although the squirrel kind of chokes up the deck a bit. I don't know. Does it? In terms of it's not useful until there's something you really want to banish. So... Oh yeah, and then 8 plus 4 is 12. So I needed to get rid of 1 more point. because it's, yeah. So I could have the squirrel instead of heat wave, but then I have no take, well. No taking down of stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. No control. Control is the word that people use. I mean, we've put the scroll on for now. So yeah, we need to get rid of 9. If it has a name tag card, it costs 4. So who cares? And it exists if you need it badly. Right, so you just mean we're probably not going to play it, but it's just in the deck. Fair enough. And I don't know why we're using this leader. Well, we can discuss that. It's good because it brings out things only. It's also cheaper than the rest, so if we change it, then we'll definitely need a different one. It provides value, I think, in the sense that it can do 5 damage and get you 6 powers if you kill something, that is. Definitely 5 damage. The spawning an Elven Deadeye is potentially more useful if we now have Angus, because if we've used Angus 0 times, it's 9 points, 1 times it's 12 points. And at 12 points, it's already worth more than the precision strike, but this gives us control. So the control is useful for that as well. I guess not Harmony or Forge, because that's Harmony deck and Dwarves deck. Vitality, we're not really playing with Vitality. Hand Boost, we're not playing with. Moving stuff, we're not playing with. So Ambush gives you 12 points with 1 Angus and 6 points with Varna, plus you don't have to mulligan it. Yes. Plus 1 provision. So it's good, but it removes the control. But yeah, 6 damage with Varna. So we can try it. I mean, I should probably create a new deck and save the old one. So yeah, let's try it. But we still... So what do we need? We are... Well, if we want own Neuromancy, then we need to find 8 provision. So that's Alyssa. There is that one 8p elf with deploy. He's really good. 8-point elf. Oh, 8 point, not 8 provision. No, 8 provision. Am I looking at the right things? This guy. Damage unit by 1. If you control only non-neutral units, damage it by 2. So I don't have him. Isengrim. Yeah, people mentioned him before. Isengrim. Yes, this guy. He needs to be in my deck. Boost all allied elves by 1 whenever you play an elf. Boost self by 1. But I have a choice. Do I want someone who's really good? Or do I want the ability to actually get the guy out who's really good? Deploy. Boost all allied elves by 1. Yeah. Although Venusial, at the moment, her deploy is worth 12. Right? So her deploy, well, potentially 12, if I've boosted with Angus. But if I get this guy, I can only get one of them. Like, I can only get Isengrim, or I can get Oneiromancy. And I still think we want Oneiromancy as a tutor, I think. Start by adding some 4p elves. To get rid of what though? Well, it's fine. I can go back and build the old deck because I know what it is, but it's fine. Kieran and archers. Yeah, I mean, again, they are useful, but so yeah, if we start putting in some 4, and you say it doesn't matter which ones we get, remove dryads. Oh yeah, because we've those things. Actually, is what you meant. The sentinels. Yeah. These guys are good because they, well, they're not good, but transforming things into elven deadeyes, if that's what we're trying to do. Damage 2 random enemy units by 2. I mean, it's not awful. We could get the other commando. Like, how many? Need at least 25 cards, aren't we? For one of those. Are you? Yeah, you're an elf soldier. That's good. Just checking. They're good. This is it. So yeah, we're at 24 cards. And then we have 13 provision, so that's it. We're getting an Oneiromancy. Not at 4 provision, we're not. I do not have any more copies. This is correct. So I'm going to craft it. Unless someone tells me no. I'm going to do it. I will do it. I'm ready to do it. Just you tell me. And I will do it. Or I'll just do it in like 3 seconds. And I'll do it. As soon as I do it, you'll say, no, don't do it. Well, we've done it. I think it's a good card. It's one that's useful in a lot of decks. Worst case, we just haven't used it for such a thing. So now we need to rename this, because just to give it a different name. No, don't type the word rename. That's not helpful. What am I going to call it? Ambush. Ambush Waylay-lay. Waylay-lay-lay. Now we have one more card to be mad at. One more card. This one. We're going to be mad at it. The fact that it doesn't appear. If this card doesn't appear, then that's just, you know, we did the best we could. Anyway, let's save and exit. And we're going to give it a go. I think it was the right deck. Okay. So we're still rank 10. We're aiming to go up a rank, maybe. We're hoping that Oneiromancy solves all our problems. We're hoping as well that we don't suffer too much from not having other things that we have had. After rank 7, you'll no longer get win streak stars. Which one is the win streak stars? You say it like I know what a win streak star is.
For Skellige's glory!
You mean in terms of journey boost? Okay. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like. And if you think you would enjoy more, then please subscribe, or even join me live on Twitch. Whilst it's cliche, all of these will help the channel. On screen is something carefully curated, or something the YouTube algorithm suggests, or maybe even both. In any case, have a great day.